Good morning. Good morning to everyone. I am spot on weather meteorologist Matthew Euler, and welcome to my latest video. This is a daily forecast video issued here on the 6th of November. Really hard to believe that we're already just about complete with the first week of November, isn't it? I mean, it was just Halloween. It's really crazy how fast time goes. All right, so today in the sky, this morning across the skies of Hampton roads, we're seeing more of the wispy ice crystal cirrus clouds. Now, these clouds form generally about 20,000 feet higher in the atmosphere. And so you see a lot of this wispiness there on the eastern horizon and a lot of just more of that transparency. You can literally see through these type of clouds. And so we just have some wispy cirrus, still got plenty of sunshine out there today. And let's go right into the video. All right, so for the main weather headlines for today's video, we are going to talk about a few things here. The first thing, we'll see a cold morning tomorrow on Friday, the 7th of November. Then we'll see warmer air moving in during the afternoon hours as the winds are northerly today. They're northerly today here on Thursday, 6th November, but they will veer around to the south direction, southerly winds tomorrow afternoon, and that's going to allow the temperatures to moderate with highs into the upper 60s for Hampton roads. Milder temps will remain in place for the upcoming weekend, Saturday the 8th of November and Sunday the 9th of November. We're expecting high temperatures in the lower to middle 70s and overnight lows only dropping into the 50s over the weekend. So it's going to be milder mornings, milder afternoons as we have persistent south and southwest winds. We will see some showers moving in on Sunday along an approaching strong cold front. It looks drier for Saturday now, for Saturday the 8th. It looks like we could have some showers moving in on Sunday, however, prior to a strong cold front moving through. Now, the coldest air of the season remains unchanged. It arrives, definitely you'll feel it, you'll notice it Monday, the 10th of November, as well as Veterans Day, Tuesday, the 11th of November. We'll see a deep upper level trough in place across the mid-Atlantic and the eastern U.S. Highs are only going to be in the upper 40s to lower 50s for Hampton roads. I mean, that is some really cold air for this time of year, when the average high temperature is around the middle 60s. We will see morning lows also, the coldest morning lows of the season so far, into the lower 30s. In fact, we could touch the freezing mark by Tuesday morning. Moderating chilly temps linger throughout next week. Even after the real cold shot Monday and Tuesday, we'll see the chilly lingering temps right on through next Friday, the 14th of November. And then we will see moderating temps next weekend on Saturday, the 15th of November and Sunday, the 16th of November, with milder air working its way in from Monday, the 17th of November through Friday, the 21st of November. Here is this morning's visible satellite imagery showing some wispy cirrus clouds showing up nicely on the satellite imagery here across central Virginia here into the Hampton Roads area. These clouds are moving relatively quickly in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We also see some clouds up to the north across portions of Pennsylvania, looking clear into West Virginia, clear into Indiana and Ohio. Clear skies in Kentucky and Tennessee. The Carolinas are looking great. And just some wispy clouds there across South Georgia. Over on the right-hand side, these are the latest weather observations from this morning, showing general northerly winds there across Virginia. We have gustiest winds here in the eastern portions of Virginia, specifically along the coast. Richmond, you had a wind speed gusting up to 17 knots, gust to 18 knots there across south central Virginia. And we see the winds generally from the north-northwest, 10 to 15 with gusts to 20 knots across Norfolk International Airport. One thing, too, look at the lower left number next to these station plots. We have dew points in the 20s, 24-degree dew point at Roanoke, 25-degree dew point at Charlottesville, a 24-degree dew point there in Richmond, and a 27-degree dew point at the Norfolk International Airport. Danville's coming in with a dew point of 33 degrees. So I just looked at the latest weather observations here, and I see we have a dew point where I'm at 37 degrees. So very, very dry air in place. Now, these northerly winds will subside as we get into the afternoon hours today, as high pressure located just to our west starts working its way overhead here by late afternoon and evening. So the winds will decrease in intensity. Looking at the national temperatures this morning as of 9 a.m. Central Standard Time or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we clearly see where the coldest temperatures are in the blue coloring from New England up to the upper Midwest, Wisconsin and Minnesota, North Dakota, looking quite cold this morning with temperatures in the 30s. We see colder temperatures across western Montana, Idaho, eastern Washington State, Oregon, down to Nevada, as well as portions of Utah, western Colorado, and western Wyoming. Milder temperatures are occurring this morning across Texas, down to 77 degrees down there in southern Texas, the southern tip of Texas. And we see 81 in Miami this morning, 80 in Key West. And it's pleasant there along the Gulf Coast from Louisiana over to the Florida Panhandle with temperatures in the middle to upper 60s. For the mid-Atlantic, specifically Hampton Roads, we're seeing those temperatures in the middle to upper 50s. We see some lower 60s and even getting up to the upper 60s along the coast, eastern coast of North Carolina. Looking at the forecast now on the left for the 500 millibar height anomalies, this would be for tomorrow afternoon, Friday, the 7th of November. Greens and purples indicate, and blues as well. So green, purples, blues, upper level troughs, unsettled weather, colder temperatures. And then you see the oranges, the deep oranges, and the browns indicate upper level ridges, dry weather, mild temperatures. So what do we have going on at the 500 millibar level tomorrow afternoon? We see a closed upper level low to the south of Alaska, with the trough axis extending from the northeast to southwest across the northeastern Pacific Ocean. An upper level high will be positioned across the southeastern North Pacific, with ridging starting to build a little bit just off the west coast of the United States in the eastern North Pacific. We see upper level troughing really taking hold. Specifically, we have a closed upper level low across the southern shores of Hudson Bay, with the trough axis extending down into parts of Wisconsin, eastern Iowa, and Illinois for tomorrow afternoon. And we even have a much stronger, deeper closed upper level low, generally to the south of Greenland across the open waters of the North Atlantic, with the trough axis also across the North Atlantic extending southward. We have a lot of higher, well above normal upper level heights at 500 millibars across central Greenland, Baffin Bay, right into the Arctic areas north of North America. We have anomalously higher than normal heights associated with ridging, and generally when you get this to occur, you get colder temperatures in the middle latitudes beneath that ridging. This is an association with a negative NAO pattern. Over here on the right-hand side, precipitation forecast for Friday afternoon, 7 November, we see some scattered rain showers and higher elevation snows across the northwestern U.S. from western Montana into Idaho. We also see some scattered rain showers at the lower elevations, snow at the higher elevations across southwestern Canada. Looking dry for California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico for tomorrow afternoon. It will also be dry across the southern plains from Texas up to Kansas, and dry conditions across Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri. Mostly dry across Illinois as well. We will see a 991 millibar surface low pressure system, generally located just to the east of Lake Superior. We do see some scattered rain showers downwind of some of these lakes. We have northerly winds there coming off Lake Superior into northern portions of Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan for tomorrow. We do see a cold front stretching out from this 991 millibar surface low pressure area. A cold front extends from western New York State tomorrow afternoon through western PA down through portions of eastern and central Kentucky and western Tennessee. And in the vicinity of that cold front, we do see some scattered showers stretching from Toronto, Canada, as well as Buffalo, New York, down through Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, Columbus, down through portions of western Kentucky and down toward the Memphis area. It will be dry tomorrow afternoon across Hampton Road cities, all the way up the coastline towards New England. Dry conditions. We are starting to see now more of a west-southwesterly wind kicking in for tomorrow afternoon, which is going to bring in some milder temperatures for the weekend. Forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for this. This would be Saturday, the 8th of November, 2025, we see troughing, a closed upper level low, remaining in position south of Alaska with trough axis extending to the south of the low. So troughing across the eastern portions of the North Pacific. And now we see upper level ridging really starting to build northward from Central California through Oregon, Washington State, up through British Columbia of Canada, well above normal heights, well to the north as well. Greenland across Baffin Bay, north of North America, once again. A deep closed upper level low just to the southwest of Hudson Bay across south central Canada, with a trough axis extending into parts of Minnesota down towards Omaha and Council Bluffs. We do see slightly below normal heights along the eastern seaboard, but we generally have a westerly wind, west to southwest wind for Saturday, which is going to again allow milder temperatures in the Hampton Roads, Virginia cities. We do see a closed upper level low for Saturday afternoon, the 8th of November, 2025, generally to the southeast of Greenland with a trough axis extending across the North Atlantic waters. Over on the right-hand side, our precipitation forecast for Saturday afternoon, 8 November, showing dry conditions beneath the ridging from California through Washington State and Idaho, completely dry conditions. We do see a weak surface low pressure area there across northwestern Missouri with some rain showers moving into Iowa for Saturday afternoon. We see some snow showers as temperatures really begin to drop here behind a cold front. We're starting to see some snow showers into parts of southern and southeastern North Dakota, some scattered rain and snow showers across South Dakota. We do see some scattered showers as well for Saturday afternoon across the deep south, Mississippi area there, central and southern Mississippi, right into parts of central Alabama, as well as the Florida Panhandle. Conditions look dry across the mid-Atlantic for Saturday afternoon, and generally we look dry up towards the New England coastline as well. We do see a 994 surface low pressure area, 994 millibar low, generally across southeastern Canada with strong northwesterly winds into parts of Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire for Saturday. Looking at the temperature anomalies forecast here on the left for tomorrow, Friday afternoon, 7 November, you can see a big portion of the United States as in the orange color for tomorrow afternoon, which indicates above normal temperatures. But really, the bulk of the warmest above normal temperatures is occurring from Texas through Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, into Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. This area could see temperatures ranging from 12 to as much as 14 degrees above normal for Friday afternoon tomorrow. And we do see a slightly milder temperatures there from Hampton Roads northward up to Maryland, New Jersey, Eastern PA, where temperatures will be running 1 to 3 degrees above normal as the winds flip around to the south. We also see cooler than normal temperatures tomorrow afternoon, 6 to 8 degrees below normal across Maine, and cooler than normal temperatures. You're starting to see these blues show up across south central Canada as well as southeastern Canada. On the right-hand side, forecast temperature anomalies for this Saturday, the 8th of November, 2025, we're starting to see warmer temperatures across California into Nevada and southern Oregon as the upper level ridge really begins to build across those areas. We still see above normal temperatures getting pushed a little further to the south on Saturday afternoon from southern Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, towards Texas and Oklahoma. We see temperatures in that area ranging anywhere from 11 to 17 degrees above normal. We have a cold front now with cooler air starting to move into the northern plains and upper Midwest by Saturday afternoon. Air temperatures will be running 8 to 11 degrees below normal across North Dakota, 3 to 6 degrees below normal across Minnesota, and with the clouds and the precip, in addition to the wind starting to flip around to the north, we're seeing temperatures running 7 to 11 degrees below normal across Iowa, 3 to 5 degrees below normal across Wisconsin, and a lower portion of Michigan, 3 to 8 degrees below normal for Saturday afternoon. We see milder temperatures moving in across the mid-Atlantic, the Carolinas and Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. We also see above normal readings across portions of coastal Maine, 10 to 11 degrees above normal. Boston, about 5 to 6 degrees above normal for Saturday afternoon. Looking at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for this Sunday, the 9th of November, 2025, we have a deepening trough across the eastern portions of the North Pacific, and then we have this strong upper high. We're talking about a 588 decameter upper high, generally located across southern Nevada. We have a huge ridge now building across portions of eastern Oregon, Washington State, up into Alberta province of Canada. And this upper level ridge is beginning to connect to the anomalously above normal heights here in the brown color from Greenland, Baffin Bay over towards the Arctic area. So we got a major upper level ridge across the far north as well as the western U.S. up into western Canada. And then in response to that, we have a deepening upper level trough in the green color from southern Canada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois, Missouri, and Indiana. This is going to be the upper level trough that's going to really change the temperatures in the East U.S. for Sunday and through Tuesday, right through Tuesday. Look over here on the right-hand side. What do we have going on over here? Dry conditions across the western U.S. for Sunday, as expected, beneath the strong upper level ridge. We do see a 1043 millibar surface high pressure area now moving out of the Saskatchewan area, and it's moving southward into North Dakota. This is a really strong surface high pressure area associated with very cold, dense air. We have the circulation around the surface high. We have very strong northerly winds, advecting or bringing in lots of cold air from Minnesota and Wisconsin, as well as Iowa. A lot of cold air moving into Illinois, Missouri. You're going to feel this difference on Sunday across the Midwest with these strong northerly winds and falling temperatures. We do see a surface low pressure area across northwestern Pennsylvania with a strong cold front now extending across western PA through the central part of West Virginia down through eastern Tennessee, through northern Alabama and northern Mississippi, as well as northern Louisiana and northern Texas. This is going to be that dividing line between very cold air to the north behind the cold front and milder air and more unsettled conditions from Georgia up through the Carolinas, Virginia, PA. More of scattered showers there for Sunday afternoon. We may even see a couple pockets of thunderstorms, isolated thunderstorms embedded in some of these rain showers. It's going to start getting windier across Hampton roads for Sunday, the southwest out ahead of this approaching front. Looking at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for Monday, the 10th of November, 2025. There is a closed upper level low across the eastern portions of the North Pacific. We see the upper level high now positioned across Southern California and Arizona, with ridging above normal heights across the Pacific Northwest of the United States. We do see a little bit of a flattening of that ridge, however, farther to the north across the Northwest Territories, far northwestern Canada. We see more troughing moving in, which is kind of squashing the ridge, but it's still there nonetheless in place. We have a very deep trough. Wow. Very deep closed upper level low around Cleveland, Ohio, with the trough axis extending to the south all the way to the Gulf of America, all the way down to Florida. By Monday afternoon, you are going to notice this difference in air mass. We do see an upper level high positioned over southeastern Greenland with ridging extending to the northwest. So we still have that negative North Atlantic oscillation there. We see the Bermuda Azores subtropical high, generally located over the central North Atlantic, with a closed upper level low and trough across the North Atlantic for Monday afternoon. Precipitation forecast here on the right, showing dry conditions for California, Nevada, up towards Idaho, Wyoming, into Montana. Some scattered showers perhaps there across the Seattle area, but it's not going to be a whole lot based on this upper air pattern on the left. We will see that it was a 1043 high entering North Dakota on Sunday afternoon has now moved straight south. 1037 millibar surface high pressure just across the Red River, the Oklahoma-Texas border. Strong clockwise flow around the high, very strong winds. Look how tightly packed these black solid isobar lines are. That indicates a lot of wind. And you see we have snow showers across a good portion of central and eastern Kentucky. We see snow showers across eastern Tennessee for Monday afternoon. There will be some rain showers mixed with some snow showers across northeastern Ohio. And we see the 10,002 millibar surface low pressure system, and the strong cold Arctic front is now offshore the East Coast. Very cold air moving into Hampton roads by Monday afternoon, as well as the Carolinas, and all the way down to Georgia and northern Florida by this point. We look at the forecast temp anomalies on the left for Sunday, this Sunday, the 9th of November, 2025. We see temperatures really warming up across the western U.S. in association with the ridge building. We do see behind the Arctic cold front in the troughing, that digging trough, Much colder temperatures into South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Iowa, Missouri, Illinois. Look at these temperature anomalies for Sunday afternoon. Chicago, 10 degrees below normal. Peoria, 12 degrees below normal. Des Moines, 13 to 14 degrees below normal for the high temperature Sunday. Omaha area, about 14 degrees below normal for the high temperature. Kansas City, 16 degrees below normal. It's going to be quite a shock to the system. And we see above normal temperatures from Georgia up to the Carolinas, Virginia, and Pennsylvania for Sunday afternoon out ahead of that cold front. Over on the right-hand side, forecast temp anomalies now for Monday afternoon, 10 November 2025, showing the warmth continuing from Montana right on through Wyoming and Idaho. Temperatures are ranging 13 to as much as 22 degrees above normal. Specifically into Montana, it's really warm. We do see warm temperatures, well above normal temperatures in Oregon and California and Nevada as well. But in the east of the Rockies, look at this. The purple color is back out. And the purple color means that we have temperatures in excess of 20 degrees below normal across Kentucky, southwestern West Virginia, western Virginia, as well as the western portions of the Carolinas into North Georgia. Atlanta, you could be running 22 to 24 degrees below normal by Monday afternoon next week. And then Florida, you are not out of this either. Jacksonville, about 14 degrees below normal. Orlando, 12 to 16 degrees below normal. If you're down at Disney World in Orlando, you definitely want to make sure to have a light jacket for next Monday afternoon, because it's going to be a shock even to Florida residents. And look at the cold. It goes all the way along the Gulf Coast. Southern Mississippi, 20 to 21 degrees below normal for next Monday. We look at the forecast 500 millibar height anomalies on the left now for Veterans Day, next Tuesday, 11 November. We see a closed upper level low across the eastern North Pacific. Upper level ridging still hanging around there across California up to southern Oregon. We are seeing that trough, the deep closed upper low over southeastern Canada, with the trough axis extending across New Hampshire down through Massachusetts and just off the eastern seaboard with the trough axis by next Tuesday. But this is a cold shot of air associated with this anomalously low heights. We see upper level ridging continuing into Greenland with a negative North Atlantic oscillation. It's not going away. And we see well above normal heights across the Arctic, north of North America, north of Alaska, well above normal heights. We see a new upper level ridge building into the central Bering Sea as well. So this could be, potentially a period of a negative Eastern Pacific oscillation. Over here on the right-hand side is our precipitation forecast for next Tuesday, Veterans Day, the 11th of November, looking good across the southwestern U.S. from California to Colorado and Arizona, New Mexico, dry. We do see dry conditions as well across the northern plains, the southern plains. The Midwest is looking dry as well. We're starting to see some increasing winds from the southwest across Oklahoma into Missouri and Illinois by Veterans Day itself. A 1031 millibar surface high pressure system is in the vicinity of New Orleans. And we still have really strong northwesterly winds, generally from southeastern Canada into the mid-Atlantic and New England. It's going to be breezy again for next Tuesday, the 11th of November. We see a lot of the precip, this cold, dry air moving over the relatively warmer waters of the West Atlantic, resulting in rain showers across the Western Atlantic with some very rough seas and some very strong winds. We see some snow showers in the lee of some of these Great Lakes as well for next Tuesday afternoon. There across western New York State, we see some snow, as well as downwind of Lake Erie in the northwestern PA. Here is the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast now for next Wednesday, 12 November 2025. We see upper level ridging building in towards western Alaska at this point. Downstream from that ridging in western Alaska, we see an upper level trough across the eastern portions of the North Pacific, with another upper level ridge in place across range, basically extending from Arizona, Nevada, Utah, up through Idaho into parts of British Columbia. An upper level trough will be in place. Still, upper level closed low there across southeastern Canada, with the trough generally in place from Michigan through New England. Residual troughing is still in place across Hampton Roads down to the mid-Atlantic, down to the Virginia area. We still see above normal height anomalies here at 500 millibars east of Greenland, as well as over the Arctic area north of North America. Over on the right-hand side is our precipitation outlook, looking dry across the western U.S. under the ridging for next Wednesday, 12 November. We do see the surface high pressure system now has moved from New Orleans closer to Tallahassee, Florida, 1027 millibar high as it slowly starts to weaken. We do see some stronger westerly winds into the mid-Atlantic from Virginia into parts of Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky for next Wednesday afternoon, but dry conditions will prevail across Hampton roads and some unsettled weather conditions, rain and snow showers across southeastern Canada. Looking at the forecast temp anomalies on the left for next Tuesday, 11 November 2025, well above normal temperatures anywhere from the Dakotas and Nebraska, western Kansas, panhandle of Texas westward to the west coast, very much above normal across Montana. Again, 20-degree plus above normal temperatures. We do see well below normal temperatures across the eastern U.S. all the way to the Gulf Coast. So get ready, get those jackets out. Virginia running 18 to 20 degrees below normal for next Tuesday afternoon. On the right-hand side, forecast temp anomalies now for next Wednesday afternoon, the 12th of November. Warmer than normal temperatures continue across the western U.S. In fact, we have a little piece of warmer than normal temperatures with southwesterly winds kicking in across Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois. Temperatures will now be anywhere from 11 to as much as 15 degrees above normal from Illinois through eastern Nebraska for next Wednesday afternoon. And we see below normal temperature readings still hanging on, not as drastically, well far below normal, but still below normal nonetheless in these blue areas from Maine all the way down to Florida. Looking at the detailed 7-day outlook for Hampton Roads, Virginia cities, for tomorrow, we're expecting the winds to switch around to the south and southwest, and during the afternoon specifically, it'll be a cold start, but then we're going to warm with those southwest and southerly winds and southwesterly winds it's going to get up to 67 degrees tomorrow, partly sunny skies, dropping only down to 57, a mild night and a mild Saturday morning, high of 72 on Saturday, dropping to 56 Sunday morning. And then we'll see some showers move in along the strong cold front that's approaching from the northwest. So we'll see some showers on Sunday, high of 74. And then look at this drop off. After the cold front moves through Sunday evening, by Monday morning, we're down to 43 degrees with gusty north and northwest winds. We look at Monday, it's going to be breezy and colder, high of only 52 degrees. Look at Tuesday morning. This could be the first frost of the season for Hampton Roads next Tuesday morning. We may even hit the freezing temperatures there at 32. It's going to be close. Low of 32 next Tuesday morning, and on Veterans Day next Tuesday itself, looking like plenty of sunshine but breezy conditions, and it's going to remain quite cold. 49 degrees for a high on Veterans Day. I can recall in the past 10 years where Hampton Roads, we've seen temperatures anywhere from 70 to 75 on Veterans Day. So this is going to be a cold Veterans Day. We had a chilly Halloween, and now we're looking at a cold Veterans Day. Temperatures dropping down to 38 by next Wednesday morning. Mostly sunny, getting closer to 60 degrees by next Wednesday, dropping to 43 next Thursday morning. And then we have temperatures moderating just slightly more into the low 60s by next Thursday. That's all I got for now, everybody. This is my information. If you want to make a note of this, I appreciate everyone subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. And that's all I got for now, everybody. Get ready. It's going to be a milder weekend for the eastern U.S., specifically in the Hampton Roads areas this weekend, and then much colder air early next week remains the story. All right, that's all I got for now. Take care and God bless everyone.